Hi, my name is David Montalvo. I'm the president of the King of Prussia Historical Society. And I want to say a little bit about the Kennedy Supplee Mansion, which is right here. This would be where 422 is, and we're very close to the river here. The Kennedy Supplee Mansion originally was the mansion of John Kennedy. He was the owner of various quarries and lime kilns in this area in the mid-1800s. He essentially created an entire town around him by creating jobs, and the town was called Port Kennedy. The port part was because on the river they would take the limestone and load it into barges using the canal system to get down the river to Philadelphia. The town of Port Kennedy was very prosperous at the time, and his mansion reflected his wealth. It's an Italianate mansion modeled after Italian mansions in the 1600s. He was very looked up to by the people of the town. I wouldn't say that he ran the town, but he was definitely, known as the big person in town. The sad fact is, though, as the years went on and limestone was not needed as much in the economy, Port Kennedy did take a downturn and then actually fell victim to Valley Forge Park. At the time, it was a state park. It became a state park in 1893, and the regents of the park were looking to expand, and Port Kennedy was in the way. They condemned a good portion of the town, several dozen houses, and the people fought, but unfortunately were not able to prevent it. So the town of Port Kennedy is pretty much no more today. Partly it's owned by the park, and then partly the last little bit of it was paved over by PennDOT for 422. The few remaining things of Port Kennedy are the mansion, which still stands. After John Kennedy passed away, it was purchased by Henderson Supplee, and then later it was turned into a restaurant, and that unfortunately closed back in the 1980s. And right now it belongs to the park, and the park is trying to figure out what to do with it. They would like to lease it out to someone, and right now they're refurbishing it. They're hoping maybe it can be turned into another restaurant or a cafe or something like that, something for the tourists. The only other part of Port Kennedy that's still around is the church, First Presbyterian Church of Port Kennedy, and those two buildings sort of flank 422 on either side.